name. I don't know his full name. I don't know his Charles.
Charles Henderson.
Charles Henderson?
Yeah.
Charles Henderson is the person who murdered my brother. He turned himself in, so I'm not sure if you guys still have him or not, as far as the police station. And now that I'm in town, we were supposed to give a deposition or just speak to this detective. I didn't know the detective's name, but there was a detective that wanted to speak
Dolan.
to myself. And we were scheduled to meet him this morning at 9:30 a.m. We went to the location you just said, actually just to get directions to the right place.
To meet with
They sent
Dolan.
us here. So we pulled into the parking lot. It was like maybe 9:15 in the morning, maybe somewhere around there. Unbeknownst to us that he was there, or that's where his location
We
was.
asked. He told me here.
He just said, we're looking for State Trooper's office to meet Detective Dolan.
Dolan.
They sent us to this location. And that's what we did. We got back in the vehicle, drove straight here, and came to your window. That is the extent of it. There's nothing around that would make it any more complicated. And that's all we're doing. We're just trying to follow his instructions. We are not of our own volition. We are following 100% Detective Dolan's orders to come meet him in the morning. But we don't know where his actual location is, whether it's here or there.
And now you telling us that he's going to be at the Inkster location at 1:30. But there's nothing absolute about that.
So one of the troopers in the back just called him to confirm, and he is currently on a different call right now, but he's going to meet with
You wondering where your vehicle was?
at 1 p.m.
Oh, where your
So we can, not this location, the other one that we went to. So we'll go back to that location at 1 p.m. around, or somewhere around. I'm sure it's not gonna be exact time because he's coming from a location, but he wants to see us at 1 p.m. And we just wanna be on time. We don't wanna be late, like now, we were on time. So that's all, we don't wanna waste anyone's time. We don't wanna hold him up.
All I want to know
wanna
is
do-
what's going on with the death of my son, because we would like to bury him. You know, well, people got over $2 million of insurance on his
It is
head,
on file.
and we are his immediate family, and we struggling with burying him. Why are these people filing claims on my deceased son and have no relationship or no? Why would people need all this?
We've, just when someone passes away, you try to call the little life insurance that they may have. It's like a burial plan, $2 or $3 grand. Well, that particular company and revealed to us, kind of like denied it, saying, well, someone else has already filed this claim, because you can't file two claims on the same policy. And the name they gave us was the name they gave us, which gave us suspicion.
And they reported it to the FBI.
The insurance company.
The insurance company reported it to the FBI because they thought it was a strange behavior. Somebody just put a big $300,000 policy on my son's head and went in to file a claim, and they're not even related to him.
And I'm sure the insurance company saw suspicion, but they just pretty much, and they didn't give us too much
information.
Just kind of said, hey.
They gave us a
someone has
name,
filed-
Ronald.
Someone has filed a claim already on this particular individual, and we can't release any more information after that. So that's where we got Detective Dolan involved. Just to
No,
see-
they called us. That's why Dolan wanted us to come in to bring that information in. I'm sure by now they already did a follow-up and contacted this insurance company because I told them the name of it, True Stage. So with that being said, they already on what's going on. So we all have our suspicions, and I don't want to be ran around any longer. I like to know. I'm his mother, and I would like to know what's going on because the Inkster police allowed this Ronald person to walk out of my son's house with the yellow tape doing a crime scene investigation with my son's personal property, social security number, driver's license, life insurance policy, birth certificate, DD-214, all his vital information, and put him in a position to file a claim against my son because he said he was his father. Police shouldn't have never allowed that to transpire. Because I've never seen the police allow people to enter a crime scene and walk out with personal property.
I'm sure the officers were not aware of who was who when
They were, because while I was on the phone in San Diego, I had the cousins out there that was videoing it. Please let me speak to this Officer Dolan. Tell him, do not let them people in my son's house, because he did not know them people. And Ronald was trying to make his wife go in and to secure my son's house. I say, no, I'm his mother. Those people do not know my
but I'm
son.
sure that during the confusion,
And he allowed Ronald to go instead of his wife,
allowed him into the home under the guise that
under the pretense that he was his father.
But with a lot of confusion happening, I'm not sure the officers were know who to listen to. So they allowed him to come in and get the documents, get whatever he wanted to get before they themselves.
But he took what he selfishly wanted. He didn't try to secure, if that was his father, why didn't he secure his granddaughter? He never even made reference to her being his granddaughter in the video.
Just telling you guys what happened and why we're here. But that's the extent of it. And we were just here to meet up with the detective to kind of give him some actually documents to prove who we are, myself, Mama's brother, mom and daughter. And that has not happened yet. And my brother's been dead for about almost 10 days, almost 12 days.
No, today's the 16th. He's been dead 16 days. He got killed on October 31st.
Mama, I'm not counting the actual number. I'm just trying to...
Well, it's been 16 days.
Okay. It's been 16 days. And we have not spoken to anyone of the law who is his actual, the people who are close to him as far as knowing who he is. Everyone's the information that they're getting are getting it from family members that my brother never associated himself with or shared personal information with. So we don't know what's being said, and we just want to give him let his daughter speak for him. His daughter is not speaking, has not spoken, which is she's more of a witness to her father than anybody. There's no one else who can tell a police officer or a detective about her father than his daughter, and that's not happening yet. That's kind of where my mother is hysterical about this, because no one, not even someone of law enforcement, has conversation with her about what she knows about her father's death, because she actually can give some details and name names and scenarios about how her father died, who was involved, other than the person who pulled the trigger. There were other people. So if he's going to be investigating, there's information that we have to give him that will help the case. He just needs to see us. The information we have is vital to the case. That's what I'm saying. All right, so we're gonna go to Inkster Mama, 1 o'clock. Let's go get something to eat in the morning, because he's not here and they can't really help us right now.